What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Tony Mack. Return of the Mack. What's happening, y'all? And I want to talk to y'all this morning about this Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight, y'all. That at first didn't have my intention. But after watching these press conferences, I think I'm going to tune into this fight now, dog. I think y'all got me sold, man. But I wanted to talk to y'all. And look, I'm sorry. I'm out here in the rain. Y'all hearing this thunder and the rainwater hitting the car and all that type of stuff. I'm sorry, y'all, but that let me know two things. One, I need to invest in a studio and make sure I'm in-house, so my sound, my visuals, my views, all that can be clear. And before y'all talk about me, I know I look like David West already. I know I look like a fat David West, Kendrick Perkins without hair. I already know that already. Y'all ain't got to tell me that. Y'all know who David West is. He was a very good power forward. Played for the New Orleans Hornets before they changed their name to the Pelicans. He also played for the Indianapolis Colts, but I meant to say the Indiana Pacers back when they had Paul George and was giving LeBron James and D Wade a run for their money when the Miami Heat was winning them championships, you dig? Anyway, I want to talk about that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney that's going on. Now, y'all know my boy, their division is Tank Davis. I keep telling my boy, comedian Jordan Haywood, y'all go check his channel out. I keep telling my homie that Tank is the best fighter of their division. Don't keep talking to me about no Shakur Stevenson. Don't talk to me about no Devin Haney. I definitely don't want to hear about Ryan Garcia. I got respect for Tifamo, but I don't want to hear them. Everybody know the dog of that division is Tank Davis, but it ain't about Tank. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about Tank. I did say I had two things to say about me being in the rain. The other thing, I'm dedicated to y'all. I'm going to keep these videos coming, and we're going to keep talking about more sports talk to where we having fun with it, and we just talking like we in a barbershop, you dig? You know what I'm saying? I don't work for ESPN or any of those great channels like Fox Sports and none of that. So I'm just a regular, your boy Tony, that's just talking to y'all about my little sports talks, giving y'all my little 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cents of it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's kind of a great matchup, even though I do think Devin Haney, skill-wise, is light years ahead of Ryan Garcia, but no disrespect to Ryan Garcia. He's a great boxer, and he's also great for the sport because Ryan Garcia is known in the social media world. Like, even if he lose this fight with Devin Haney and retire from boxing, he gonna be straight. Excuse me, y'all. He gonna be straight. The only thing that concerned me about Ryan Garcia is his behavior lately. You know what I'm saying? Ever since he had that claim where he was, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what they did to him, but that's what, ever since that happened to him, he got snatched up, supposedly, allegedly, whatever the boy ain't been looking too bright. He just been looking like he's having like mental breakdowns and he's crashing out, you know, at the weigh-in and stuff like that, you know? I think he made some jokes towards Devin Haney's mother, you know, and I don't understand. I'm not familiar with Devin Haney's relationship to his mother. I don't know if she passed away. I don't know if they just have a strained relationship. I don't know, you know, with that situation. So I'm not going to even speak on it out of respect to that family, but he's very close to his father. You know what I'm saying? I know he's very close to his father, so it seems to me that might actually be a sensitive subject, something that we need to respect, especially us out here who just regular couch potatoes. Because we don't want to see Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He showed professional boxers they don't want to see Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So it shows that's a sensitive subject. And Ryan Garcia kind of made a few jokes towards his mother. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what was the cause of that, but usually, like when you know, having a competitive edge, you know, you don't really care about your opponent. You're going to talk trash. You're going to try to get in his head, but there's levels to it. Family is kind of off the table. You know what I'm saying? Making references about families off the table. Like, you know, I think Ryan Garcia could talk shit about his dad because his dad is involved in boxing. He's part of his team. That's fair enough. You know what I mean? But talking about family that ain't involved with the business, that's over there. You're crossing the line there. But I don't think Ryan Garcia in his right mind would be doing that. I just think the kid don't look too, I don't think he's looking too wired too right now, you know, which could be good or bad, you know. He also lost $1.5 million for missing weight. They made a bet, $500,000 for whoever don't make weight. And not just $500,000, $500,000 per pound you went overweight. Ryan Garcia went about 3 pounds overweight. Y'all do the math. 500,000 times 3, 1.5 mil. But God dog, ain't it a blessing to say you can lose $1.5 million and it don't bother you. I'm worried about losing $15. So I might have to flip the table, flip the couch, go crazy over $15. How do you feel when you can lose $1.5 million and you don't even care? You know what I'm saying? Like, people talk about the money Floyd spent, but Floyd is getting something for what he's spending his money on. When you just lose it, I don't know how to feel about something like that, man. But hey, blessings to the young brother, you know what I mean? Hopefully he can go in there and get some of it back if he can get this upset. Yes, I do say it's an upset because, like I said before, Devin Haney is a much more skilled fighter than Ryan Garcia. The difference is Ryan Garcia still got hands of stone, and he does have a puncher's chance. Now, it may look like he's unfocused, unprofessional, or maybe people might say he just ain't got his mind wrapped tight. That's why he came in overweight. But I don't think that. I think Ryan Garcia truly came overweight on purpose. I think he's going to try to wear Devin Haney down because he know, hey, look, I know this guy. You know, we fought 6 times in the amateurs. They 3-3, so they know each other. You know, Devin Haney know Ryan Garcia got heavy hands. Ryan Garcia know Devin Haney is a really good skilled boxer, probably pound for pound the most skilled boxer in the game. So he knows, like, I'm not about to box with this kid. I'm going to try to wear him down, and if he get tired and I can get a shot, I'm going for it. I'm going to pull the trigger in the night. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, you sold me. You know, you said you're going to flatline him, and you use a word, you know, start with a P and with a Y, but I'm going to say me, y'all, and y'all know what the word he was using. And you said you're going to flatline him. You said you're going to flatline him. I don't believe you're going to do that, dog. 31 fights, 31 W's. Got to have respect for that. 31 fights, 31 W's. You know what I mean? Shooting 100%. But you got 15 knockouts. That sounds like my man TBE, Floyd Mayweather, when he used to promise knockouts. And, you know, we used to believe in, you know, Ricky Hatton. Then you had the knockout on the brother Victor Ortiz, you know what I mean? But after that, we was like, Floyd, you 6 fights in talking about you promised a knockout. Devin Haney, I don't believe you're going to knock him out. I do believe you're going to win this fight in a 12-round decision because you are a superior boxer. You're not about to stand in the middle of that ring. That's good trash talk. Hey, you good at tongue wrestling with him. I ain't mad at that. You're just going to outbox him and play chess and dog him. That's what you're going to do. Embarrass him for the whole fight. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Ryan Garcia. Still a great fighter, still a skilled fighter, but I think your best opportunity to win this fight is what you're going to come in there to do, and that's weigh him down, cut the ring off, hope to get him gassed out, take a few shots to the body, take some air out his lungs, and when you see his hands drop, you're going to pull that trigger and try to end the night. I think both of those would be good, great game plans for both fighters. But we all know this fight is trying to set up the real fight that's ready to come along. We know this fight is to set up the real fight, and that's Devin Haney and Tank Davis. Y'all know that's the fight we all want to see. We tired of y'all camps talking trash, Shakir Stevenson, Tank talking trash, Shakir Steven Haney talking trash. It's like the tri-state area of y'all three. Y'all the 3 dogs in y'all division and talking trash to each other to build that money up, and I ain't mad at you. Tank gonna handle his business coming up in a few months. I believe Devin Haney gonna handle his business. Shakir Stevenson in his next fight gonna handle his business. At some point, y'all gonna have to cross each other. Shout out to Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence for not making us wait till they 68 years old and getting it on in their prime. And speaking of that, we are having alleged rumors. Folks are now saying Errol Spence Jr. wasn't 100% of the fight mentally. Folks saying he came into the fight high. They saying he was under the influence. I'm not falling for that. I'm not hearing that. I'm not listening to that. I'm not going to hear none of that. Period. Because they drug test these fighters before and after the fight, man. Errol Spence gave Terrence Crawford his cred. Errol Spence gave Terrence Crawford his cred. Errol Spence fans and all the rest of y'all, Terrence Crawford haters, get off the motherfucking gas, man. I'm sorry, let it go. The man lost the fight. It don't mean Errol Spencer's any less of a legend than he is. He just went to a better fighter and he fucking lost. It is what it is. I know I ain't 100% in the streets, Nick, when it come to fist fight shit. I might be 46%, but I'm gonna get out there. You know what I'm saying? But this man only got one loss to probably the greatest fighter of their generation. It's not a big deal. He's moving on from it. He's moving on from it. Y'all got to move on from it. Give Terrence Crawford his cred. Stop being a hater. Stop being soft. Stop being hurt. Let the excuses go. His camp ain't tripping. Y'all shouldn't be either. And if somebody in his camp is tripping, camp, kick that motherfucker out. I would suggest that. Y'all don't need that shit. That ain't going to build that man up as a fighter. What's going to build him up better is what build us all up better when we take a fucking L. It hurt. We bite down, we go through it, and we get back up. I'm a stand-up comic. I know about taking more L's than W's. That's what motherfuckers ain't gonna tell you. We'll get out here and act like everything we say is gold. I never bomb, Man, you don't get better unless you take a loss. Sometimes that's the way it goes. It ain't even a loss, it's an L. L for a lesson. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a greater fighter. Shit, hell, he might get in a rematch. If they do get in a rematch, he possibly can get an upset. I wouldn't put my money on it, but he possibly can get an upset. You know what I'm saying? But back to Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Boxing, we know what y'all do every time. Devin Haney gonna deal with Ryan Garcia. Now the question is gonna be, is he gonna make a statement or not? Is he gonna win it like I say, 12-round decision, or can he knock him out? Because if he win in the decision, now everybody gonna be in his ear. Well, you know Tank knocked him out. What you gonna do? How you let him go 12 rounds with you and think you can go at it with Tank? Because Tank flatlined him. I also think, can Devin Haney beat a bull like Pitbull Cruz? You know, we know Devin can box. But Pitbull, you got to bang with that boy. You got to hit him with something that's going to stop him. Because if you don't, he going to keep coming, as he did with Rolly Romero, as he had Tank have to switch his whole game plan. And look, I'm a Tank fan, so I ain't hating. Don't come at me, oh, man, Tank switched his style because he broke his hand. Yeah. Nah, Tank knew he wasn't going to knock that dude out. Tank knew this was something different. So he knew, I can't knock this guy out, and if I play with him and keep going toe-to-toe, I might get knocked out myself. So I'm going to show him I can box and Mayweather that thing and go ahead on and do what the champion fighters do. And that's why Tank is at the top, because he know how to do what's necessary. Devin Haney, another one. He know how to do what's necessary. But if you can't get Tank up out of there when y'all meet up, you know what's going to happen. We saw what happened when y'all had your sparring match. And as Adrian Broner put it to us, y'all had on headgear. He didn't disrespect you in the original post. And lately, Adrian Broner been saying some things. But originally, when he was asked the question, he said, look, the young boy later on, as the fight progressed, as Tank got tired, got a little gas, you started getting yours off. But round 7 or whatever it was, Tank hit you and they had to hold you up. What happens with our headgear, y'all? What happens with our headgear, y'all? And I'm talking to you, Jordan Haywood, specifically, because you keep riding for Devin Haney, keep telling me Devin Haney gonna deal with Tank and all that. You can say what you want, but you already know what I'm gonna ask for when this fight line up. You already know what it is. And just know I don't gamble, I hustle. So that means I know it's a guaranteed W. You know that. You know what that is. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all like what I'm talking about, y'all like the channel, feeling the energy, y'all want more boxing news, basketball news, football news, sports on everything except for baseball and hockey, I'm just going to keep it real. All I ask is that you like, subscribe, or share the channel. Thank y'all. Tony Mack, where it's always real, but it's always love. Peace.